we can finally tell you what we've been kind of keeping in the background for the last nearly 3 weeks. You'll see a video later today at 5 p.m. It's going to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. We have just a 3-minute video of what it was like when we got back that night. But basically what happened was we took 165 dogs from really, really horrifying conditions. We were called in to help authorities and law enforcement to do this. Everybody always wants to ask the question, where did this happen? Where? Where is just not something, and we're keyed to not talk about where because of what we do on a regular basis also. Where doesn't really matter. Where has always in the years past, when we say where, it just causes problems, big problems. And a lot of times they're problems that are not even accurate problems, so we just don't talk about where. And so please understand why. It just causes problems. The main thing is that they are here now, and they have been for 3 weeks, and their suffering was immediately starting to be relieved the minute they came off our trucks that night.
Do we want to say who they are?
Oh my gosh, that's right. Oh, here's the most incredible part. Who are they? Who are the 165 dogs?
We have 165 schnauzers.
Wait! 164 schnauzers and one...
Oh, and one pug!
One pug!
One pug, you're right.
It was like, what is that?
He was a little out of place, but he's here and he's happy, so...
Oh, and he's adorable. He's super cute. So we've been... It was really challenging, obviously. They had to figure out a lot. I wasn't even in town when we got this emergency call for help. We did have to we had just come in the night before with 40-some dogs, so our place was already pretty full. And, we already had dogs here, plus the 40-some from the night before. Now we have an emergency. So we had to use, let's go in here. Why don't you say what you had to do, because you were here.
Sure, stay by her.
Oh, stay by me.
Yeah, I'll stay by you. I have to talk to her mics. So basically, when we got word that we needed to help with this situation, we realized this space is probably the best space.
Let's move away from that.
Due to the time of year, it's really hot, so outside isn't really an option. And this space is a really nice space that is inside the air condition. We're close to resources. We've got sinks and access to our supplies and everything. So we set up a whole bunch of crates in these 2 yards here, where we kept some of the schnauzers for a few nights before we were able to kind of shuffle things around and make some space for them in our kennel runs as dogs get adopted, and we can make some room for them to move around. But essentially, we were using those big black wire crates and set up kind of a cross shelter over here where staff and volunteers, it's not easy to clean those, by the way, if you clean them, times 40 is a lot. So I think it was 40.
48.
50.
Oh, 51
50, okay.
Big wire crates we got through an emergency response team for crash sheltering, which was awesome. Thanks, HSPPR. We really appreciated getting all those crates. And the way they set them up in here was amazing. They stacked in some areas. In other areas, they were just one high. But between this and our wing back here called Mo's house, we were able to accommodate 165 dogs. I mean, it was insane. Obviously, nobody squished, nothing. Everybody had all the space they needed.
Staff and volunteers were here all day, sometimes night.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody was clean and fed and cared for.
The lady behind one of these cameras, set up that night a volunteer schedule. Right, 3-hour shifts, 8 to 11, 11 to 2, 2 to 5. And this organization is so blessed by our volunteers, it's not even, it can't, what we do cannot be done without the workforce of these people. And they come here and do it with great pride and joy every single day. And in here, it was, I won't use any expletives about the amount of poop and things like that.
There's a lot of poop.
And, and it just amazing to see how this all worked out, how we were able to meet the need for these dogs. And now we're going to go meet some of these dogs who are looking so much different.
Condition when they came in.
Yeah. So the condition when they came in, I've been doing this a lot of years, 18 plus. I've seen a lot of matted dogs, severely matted dogs. You've probably seen them through our videos over time as well. What was so shocking, alarming, disturbing, distressing, and disgusting was the mass of how many of these dogs looked like that. There were 165 dogs in total, all right, minus the pug who has no matting problem. So let's, of 164 dogs, I would say up over 140 were severely matted. There is one I haven't seen her, who possibly lost parts of both of her back legs due to severe matting. We're talking about severe. When you guys see this video this evening, it is very disturbing. We don't drag on and on and on and show you 150 dogs in that condition, because frankly it's really hard to look at. You'll see, and you'll see the common denominator of the condition of these dogs.
But it's important to see.
It is.
It's important to see some of it and see the condition these dogs came in, and to know and feel and understand that this happens all over the place. And you could drive past anywhere and
Something
there's
like that
dogs
could,
like this
yeah.
in this condition anywhere,
Yep.
anywhere and everywhere. And
Could
I've
be
been in
going
animal
on.
welfare for 20 years. I've seen a dog or two in this condition. I have never seen that many dogs in that
The
kind of
magnitude of it is what made it so difficult and so disturbing for the teams that went and got the dogs, for everybody as they offloaded them. You'll see in the video, and that whole night, as our people were, staff and volunteers, offloading the dogs through this door right here, into our crash shelter here and Mo's house in the back. I mean, the faces, the tears, the quiet, just horror of it all.
Truly horrific.
Nobody was really even saying anything. In all honesty, there was a lot of quiet because everybody was so...
Yeah, if you've seen our offloads, they're joyous and joyful.
That's right, everybody's
And
clapping
lots of,
and we're happy.
You know,
Yeah,
noise
that's
and
true.
joy and happiness, and this was such a somber, quiet night. And in the middle of it, I watched the video, I previewed it before you all get to see it. And it was really interesting because being in the middle of it is one thing, and then watching it after the fact now a couple of weeks later, it really hit me in the heart, and brought up a whole lot of feelings I didn't think I'd processed yet. So
Yeah, it was a very, very difficult night. It has been extremely challenging just to care for this number of extra dogs, all of whom have deep needs. These are dogs who are starting now to show their little happy personalities and stuff. This is why I always say there's no dog except a mill dog that shows resilience better. Because we do know the suffering they've often lived through, and to see them just start to blossom, start to move. When the groomers were grooming them that night, they were all emergencies.
3 in the morning.
Yeah, they groomed till 3 a.m. They were standing at the door at 6 a.m. ready to come in with all their... And the grooming community, by the way, because we were not able to talk about this would have been a lot for our grooming team. We only have, a handful of groomers and then a lot of bathers that help on that team. But, shaving dogs down in that condition is extremely difficult. It's challenging. A lot of these dogs had sores where the urine had sat on their abdomens for years, or their feet. Inside those mats, there were sores, urine scalds underneath their bellies on some of them. When you're the one shaving that away, you got to be really careful. It's painful for the dog. It was painful to look at. The grooming community, through I don't know what, mafia channels? I don't even know how they found each other.
don't tell our secrets.
Oh, that's right. I mean, I don't even know how they literally found one another, but when I left, I was coming and going the whole time this was happening. And when they left, I mean, there was a groomer in that lobby from Denver. How did you hear about this? Just ready to shave dogs down all day long. Every single one, over 140 dogs. This is a lot of work, folks. Shaving down dogs this matted. Over 140 of them were shaved down in 3 days. By Tuesday, the suffering of every one of these dogs was relieved.
Well, I want to point out, too, before we go see everybody, that due to the possible criminal nature of this case, we could only take care of and groom the worst of the worst. And so, because they were on a court hold, these dogs, we had to, for every single dog, document, record, and ask permission to take care of these dogs. They weren't our dogs yet, but they were in such horrific condition that we couldn't not take care of them. And so, thankfully, the agency we've been working with understood that and made sure that we could get done what we needed to get done. And there was emergency grooming that was literally happening until 3 a.m. that first night.
Emergency. Imagine losing a limb to being matted. This is...
One dog had a water bowl stuck in a mat and was dragging a water bowl.
Some of them had maggots in their fur. Some of them had mouse droppings just as part of who they were now. And just absolutely horrifying.
So they're not going to look perfectly groomed when we go meet them now.
No, these shave downs are just like, it's not,
shave
but
down,
they look
rough cut.
amazing. They feel amazing. They are amazing. They're acting completely differently. It's going to take us a while to get through all 160, who's got what type of a temperament, 164. and you know who's going to, and we have partners that are willing and ready and able. Bissell Pet Foundation is ready to move 40 or 50 up to Michigan on a Race for Life plane. North Shore Animal League is working on, we're doing a run with them this week, because while this has been happening also, it behooves me to say we haven't been able to do our regular operations. That's why you haven't seen a lot of rescues coming back. That doesn't mean they haven't been happening. They've been happening at our place in Dogsville, and Beth and team out there are plenty packed with dogs, and so we're doing a run with North Shore out there this week, North Shore Animal League. Hi guys, love you. So it won't be the schnauzers this time, because we're trying to keep that regular number that we haven't been able to serve down as much as we can. So, but maybe in a few weeks, some more schnauzers moving to New York. So
Yeah, and we'll probably look at a schnauzer-focused adoption event here.
yeah, like we did with the wiener
Like we
dogs.
did
That's
with
right.
the
Yeah, that's
dachshunds.
true.
So
That's true.
Lots to come. This is just a first look at what we've got going on.
Yeah, so let's go
So let's
see
go
these
look.
guys.
One more time, 5 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, 5 o'clock tonight. We will put up a video that shows the night we came in with these dogs. It's only 3 minutes long. You'll definitely need a box of tissues. I know I did when I saw it.
Or two.
Or 5.
Yeah.
Even my husband, Rich,
Yeah.
was literally like,
Yeah.
he walked and he's like, ah, why did you send that to me? But anyway, we don't laugh over these things. These things are very difficult for us, even people that have been doing this for a long, long time. We don't see past the suffering. We see it, we feel it, and we're very, very, very grateful to be able to do this work. And that's where you guys come in, and thank you so much. So let's go see some schnauzers. We got a lot of them.
In front of you and do the door.
Okay. All righty.
Don't forget, we're always recruiting foster homes.
Yeah, we don't have our pictures up, but we are definitely always up. That's always good to mention as we pass there. Now, if we look back at the two play yards, imagine that up until just a few days ago, these were, full of large wire crates with 1 or 2 schnauzers in every single one of them. We have video of that. I'm sure we'll weave that in as we tell the story more. So.
Now we can get baths. That's what's happening next.
Yeah, and baths. The baths are going to be so good for these guys. The shave downs were critical. The baths are just going to be very nice. Oop, it's loud in here.
It's a little bit loud in here.
Yep, turn that off for a sec. Hold on. So, we're going to show this exactly as we do it. And this is still cleaning time because, sorry guys, because we have so many additional dogs here. We are serving currently probably over 250 dogs on property. So this is what it looks like. It takes this many people. Show them around. Show them around. You guys are rock stars. We appreciate you. We are very, very, very grateful. This is our staff and volunteers and service workers. We are extremely fortunate to have these dedicated people to take care of this number of dogs. So what they do is, the reason these dogs are out in the middle in X pens, typically these are 2-sided runs. There is a, schnauzers are not quiet dogs, so this anyway, there is a guillotine from front to back, and when we have an emergency, and the nice thing is they're nice big runs, so when we have an emergency like this, we shut that guillotine. That doubles our space in here right away. Hi babies. Yes, hi babies. So anyway, so this is what it looks like. This is what they literally have to do in order to clean properly. They have to put little pens out here, allow the dogs that are in the runs to come out of the runs and get into these pens so that they can properly clean the runs. So that's what this looks like. And there you go. It's pretty. Wow, Edric, you got that down pat, man. That was pretty slick.
We are professionals.
We are professionals. We know what's up. Holy cow, that was pretty slick. So anyway, the thing is, we always figure out what we need to do to provide the same type of care that we are accustomed to providing these dogs, no matter how difficult. So this is an example of that. So anyway, so this whole entire building.
Watch, it's gonna do it
Look
again.
at this. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Holy cow.
And the schnauzers get the routine, they just,
And they understand.
just
That's
get
really
it.
cool. That's cool. Great job, man. So anyway, so we'll go down the other chute over here. I gotta go easy because it's wet. I know. Let me fall on whatever this is. Live, blah, blah, blah. All right. Hey, guys, more schnauzers, you guys. More Schnauzies! Hi, kids! Hi! Hi! Sarah, you want to got anything?
I mean, the little faces speak for themselves, I think.
Yep.
Well, the schnauzers speak for themselves. They have lots to say.
Oh, yeah, they do speak.
I'm sure do.
Yep, look at them. Oh, my
I
gosh.
do want to remind everybody that we have a video coming out at 5 tonight, Mountain Time, that'll kind of show the initial offloading journey of these dogs. So you definitely want to watch that. And another reminder that, of course, we can't do this work without your support. And so we appreciate you all and thank you all for sending us supplies and love and support without even knowing what was going on. We said we had an emergency and we needed support, and you all were there for us.
Yeah, as you always are.
Always.
And as we are always extremely fortunate for. So, nobody looks the same in here. 3 weeks ago, these were unrecognizable as schnauzers or frankly any other dog. You can show the back side of these too. This is the smaller side of our runs over there, and this is where we have individuals like males that you don't generally want to put intact males together. So they've had these side of the run. So still small, but certainly better than anything they've known. So. Hey guys, oh that face! Oh my word! Look at that face!
I remember grooming them.
Oh really? Oh, hi cuties!
Hey, let's do Doug the
Hi kids! What's that? Oh, and then you guys, we don't know. What's his name? Doug the Pug. Oh my God, Doug!
Doug the Pug.
I didn't see. Okay, so this is our little guy, Doug. We have no idea what he was doing on this property. He doesn't look like anybody there. But anyway, great little, and actually a very sweet and beautiful pug too. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, guys. Yeah.
For everyone wondering, these dogs are not yet available for adoption. Once they are on the
Let's
website,
start going.
available, that's when they'll be available. So I know that's going to be a lot of questions and a lot of interest because they are so cute and so lovable. But please be patient as we work through our processes to make sure they're all happy and healthy and ready to go home.
Yep. Look at you, little tiny tot. You're so cute. Yes, we so just so you know, we have not even been allowed to bathe these dogs. The shave down was the pass that we got because we said we just can't leave. You'll see later today at 5 o'clock why we couldn't leave them like that. But beyond that, we could do nothing. We have not been able to look at them medically. There have been a couple we needed to and had to get permission, right? And then what else? Huh?
Doug the Pug is a hit.
Doug the Pug. Yeah, Doug the Pug, who got all confused amongst all those schnauzers. I don't know what you'd call that mix.
It was a joke on scene.
Pugzer? I don't even know what a breeder would call that, but whatever. A Pugzer? A Schnaug? A Schnug? A Schnug. We got, don't say it. We don't want to put that out there. But anyway, so we have not been able to do anything else with these dogs. So now they're starting to get baths. It's always nice when they can get all that nasty coat off. Obviously, that was the first step. Now they'll get nice and all that stink off and vaccines and be looked at by our vet team.
We did look at some of the more urgent medical cases after we got permission, and sadly, we did lose one dog.
Repeat that, please.
What's that?
Can you repeat?
Here,
I'm not talking into your mics.
Yeah. Come here, lady.
So we did have some cases that we had to take to the vet clinic and have our doctors take a look at because they were so urgent, and we did get permission from authorities to do that. Sadly, we have lost one Schnauzer due to a really horrific tumor that went through most of her abdomen. So that was super sad, but we were happy that we could relieve her suffering in the way we could, in the most humane way we could, and she wasn't left behind to die
in those
how
conditions,
or where in those conditions. So some have seen some medical treatment as needed, and like I said, only for the super urgent. But at this point now, we get to look at them all and see what kind of dental.
Yeah, the other thing we've been concerned with is how many have possibly been baking up a litter during this time. Again, not being able to touch them. When I think about how severely matted they were, I don't know how anybody would be breeding. So I think we would have seen a lot more pregnant dogs if the matting was not this severe. Yeah. Sarah is fostering one.
I do. I have a mom with 3 babies that are just a delight. I got to say, if there's a bright light that comes out of any of this, other than seeing everyone happy and healthy, It's these little babies that are just,
They're
they don't know what's
healthy,
going
yeah.
on. They're just having a great time.
They were like,
rolling
what,
around
10
and-
days or so when we got
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe.
not even eyes
Not
open.
even eyes
So they're
open,
just
so-
waking up at Sarah's house,
And
so
they're
they're very
learning to
happy.
play and having a great time. So that's
Yeah.
been a really nice consolation.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we'll go to another part of the campus where all the rest of the schnauzers are, and I think you'll all be very surprised, as we are, that 165 dogs can fit in these 2 spaces, but you see that everybody has a
Plenty
goodly
of
amount of
space.
space. And we have a few more in wire cages yet, or no? A few more in
misses,
messes, yeah.
There's some in the main too.
Oh, they've dispersed a few into Maine?
I'm like, why?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and the other nice thing that many of you probably see with us and our dogs, come on over here, Sarah, so we're not,
Yeah, I know.
Is,
I don't have to yell from the back.
yeah, because I have all these things on, my favorite. The other nice thing that you'll all get to see hopefully soon, that we also have not been able to do, is let them outside. Outside to play, outside to interact with each other, outside to get sun on their bodies, outside, just outside. They're dogs, they want to go outside. I can't
Well,
wait.
There used to be outside, some of them.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of them lived out, but not in very. Anyway, it's going
Not
to be
as nice as our
so
yards.
much fun.
Our yards are fun.
No, they weren't yards. They were little confines out in the blazing sun with metal over the top, just continuing to bake these already matted dogs. But anyway, so I can't personally wait till we start seeing a lot of schnauzers running around. So anyway, we're going to travel through our main kennel to get to the other part of the campus where the rest of the schnauzers are, so you can see some of these guys that are in
It's
here
going to get
too.
loud. So.
And they're like, hey, we've been overtaken by schnauzers. Don't forget about us. So, all right, guys, how's everybody, huh? Oh, look at the beds. I love it. Yeah. Oh, there's your buddy Nolan.
This guy.
This guy. He's a riot. He
He's
is such a character.
We've had to get real creative.
Hi, buddy. Hi, guys. Oh, the little Brussels. So cute. So cute. Little silly. Silly. Hey, guys. Oh my goodness. Is this all who's left? Is this the only ones left?
I'm not sure. There might be some out on an event today.
Yeah, so these are our shepherd pups. They're just 8 weeks old. We rescued their mom just a couple days before she gave birth. That was also born out of a tragedy, why we had to get them then. But hi, babies. They were born here with us, so they're happy, healthy, wonderful. And we do have like 5,000 applications on them, just so everybody knows. But there's still a couple here. Still a couple. Hi, guys. All right, so down here, well, we'll just go across to the doggies. Let's. Oh, we do? Wait, what? Okay. Hold on.
Look at this.
Oh, some schnauzers. Hi, these must have come out of. So when we. Oh, look at this little sweetheart. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Come here, baby girl. Hi, baby. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Look at her. Absolutely adorable they
Everybody
are.
might be out of crates now, because look.
Seriously, okay, so we have a lot more in here. So we may have gotten everybody out of the big wire crates. Hi, guys. Look at you, schnauz. Hi. Hi, schnauzies. Hi. Hi, schnauzies. Hi. How's it going, huh? Oh, I got a little schnauzy kiss. Yes, I did.
Don't go further.
Okay, all right, okay.
Unrecognizable.
Yeah.
You just can't even tell these are the same dogs. I mean, it's just incredible. All right, let's go to the.
Until when?
Wait until 5 p.m. and you'll see why I'm saying you won't even know that these are the same dogs. Oh, hi, cuties. Yeah.
Right? Get it out there.
Oh. So this is the breezeway into our, you guys know if you follow us on Walk Around Wednesday, into
We
our,
haven't been able to do it.
yeah, we haven't been able, we've had to do really shortened versions of Walk Around Wednesday because there's schnauzers everywhere. Yeah, the Witness Protection Program. So this is our rehab area. So there's still a handful. So this is what our, let's turn that off. Let's not, just because they'll all get going crazy, but I'll just say, like, so this is what the 2 play yards that we showed you earlier in this live, this is how they were all set up with these type of pens. These are our own. We had very big ones from an emergency crash shelter from Humane Society downtown. They had lent us 40 or 50 some of those. But anyway, so there's only just a handful left. The reason you see cardboard in between them, the reason you see these barriers, these blue barriers, okay, yeah. So the reason you see all this, the separation, is just that, you know, when they're all looking at each other, it just intensifies every single thing. So we're just having not looking at each other. That's why we have these here too. These are just visual barriers. They're very helpful to keep dogs from getting activated from every single thing they see. But lots and lots more schnauzers on both sides of these runs as well. Hey guys, so happy you guys are here. Look at that little one. Look at that little one. There's a tripod. Hi babies. Hi guys. Hey kids. Oh, it's okay. It's all right, kiddos. Look at these guys, man. Jeez. All right, so I think you want to.
Again, when we talk about why they're not all the way groomed.
Why? Oh yeah. So you could answer that. Why they're not completely groomed all
I
the way.
want to step out here.
Yeah. Let's go out here. Yeah.
Seems like there's some dogs.
Seems like it. Just a few.
All of the same bark.
All right, so just to answer the question about why they're not fully groomed, they actually haven't even really all had baths yet. But essentially when they came in, we had to do the worst of the worst first. And so because they were court property, essentially, they weren't NMDR dogs like you would normally see when we bring an offload in. Those are our dogs right out of the gate, and we can do whatever we need to do with them. In this case, because of the nature of the case and there were possible criminal charges pending, we had to only do minimum bare essentials and had to actually get permission every single time we needed to care for or treat a dog, and it had to be truly urgent or emergent. And so while most of them were very much urgent and emergent, we were able to shave down about 140 of them. And then they'll get some really cuter grooms coming up from our grooming.
Yeah, you'll see some of them.
Not representative of our normal.
Oh yeah.
Stay tuned. There will be lots of videos and photos of that.
Of grooming, and you see some when their heads are still raggedy. These dogs were also very scared, very stressed by this whole experience. And dogs in general, particularly when they haven't been groomed often, and these certainly had not, can be very sensitive about having their faces groomed. So we're getting off the 90% of the majority of the hell off of these bodies, but you'll see some still have raggedy heads and stuff, and that's why, just because our point is not to scare them even more than they already are.
The initial rough cut was to make them comfortable and relieve that immediate suffering, which they absolutely were, and you will see how bad it was at 5 o'clock today, mountain time.
Yeah, so I guess that's it, right, guys? I think we're done.
Thank you again so much for your support. We cannot do this work without all of your support.
Yeah, and I will say, and it's not my favorite thing to ask. Obviously, we don't get funding from anywhere, from the heavens, from the state, from any county, from anywhere about taking care of suddenly 165 extra dogs, all of whom are in rough shape. So anything you might want to give towards these animals, we really appreciate. We're just doing the best we can with every single thing we have, and we're very, very happy they're here, and we're very, very grateful to all of you.
And you make this possible. So
yeah, you do. You do. And when you see that video tonight, keep remembering that you make this possible. And also, I'll put a plug in there for our monthly donor program, just simply because it is such a good, easy, predictable way for us to know what money we have coming in every month, and it does not have to be a huge donation. It allows everyone. We have 800 and some thousand followers. Imagine if everybody gave us $5 per month.
$5 feeds 60 dogs now.
Yeah,
Thanks.
and now with our new Hills program of food, $5 feeds 60 dogs here. So we're not out there pounding the pavement asking everybody for tons and tons of anything. If anybody who wants to take part, $5 a month, that's $60 for the year. I promise you every single penny of that goes towards everything we do here. And this is a bottom-heavy organization, meaning the vast majority of who gets paid here, it's the people who are caring for the animals. Yes, we have leadership positions, but they're not, like other places where
Not a
they...
lot of us.
No, and I only say that because A, it's the truth of the organization, and it's just the way it is, and we need help. And that program is probably the easiest way that we can predict what's coming in every month. So anybody who can sign up, you can sign up.
On our website.
Yeah, just go on the website. There's all the different ways to donate. That is our angel donor program. It's just a once a month donation. Again, it can be, I'm on it. It's $25 a month for me because that's what I can afford. But I'm on it because I want to be on it. It makes me feel good to know that at the end of the year, whatever little bit of money I have to offer can help our dogs. A little, a couple spays and neuters at the end of the year, whatever it is, it helps.
NMDR.org is the website.
And where are we?
And we are currently in Peyton, Colorado. So this is our home location in Colorado. We have another facility in Missouri, but often we'll be coming to you from here in Colorado. We're just right outside of Colorado Springs, about 20, 25 minutes, depending on how fast you drive. We're open
15.
Every day.
What?
Except for you.
What?
We're open every day for tours. If you're local and want to come in between 12 and 4, we do offer tours. Adoptions are by appointment only. And please remember, these dogs are not yet available for adoption. Our adoption team is very small. Please don't inundate them with a ton of emails about, wanting to adopt that black and white one that was 4 seconds in on whatever video.
Yeah, that's hard for us to do, especially with this number
Right.
of dogs.
We'll let you know when they're ready. So please hold tight. I promise they will be ready soon.
Yeah. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.